Today's review is a collaboration project with Manchester's Sure Shot Brewery and Glasgow's Overtone. This is Curse These Metal Hands. It's a double dry hop IPA, but what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're going to Sure Shot in collaboration with Overtone. This is their Curse These Metal Hands. It's a double dry hop IPA, it's 6%. Great metal hand artwork there. I'm not quite sure what that means, but some interesting hops in here as well. We've got dry hopped with Riwaka, both Kiev and T90, Nectaron T90, BBC, Citra BBC, New Zealand Cascade, T90 and Raquel T90. Lots of hops. Let's crack it open, get it in the glass, stop messing around, because I've just edited a video and it was like nearly 15 minutes long. That's too long for a beer video. So let's hope we get this one under the 10-minute mark. Hopefully it's a good beer. I feel like at the moment I'm having a bit of bad luck with beers. Either I'm picking the wrong ones or they're just not quite, I don't know, not quite hitting. Whether I'm starting to get bored of New England IPAs, that's a very big worry. But I have high hopes for this one, and certainly beer in a glass. Look at it, very bright orange, gold. That's pure gold. Very thick and hazy. We've got just over a finger of, I'd say, yeah, loose around the edge. Yeah, I'd say it's quite loose head, so it's not going to stick around too long. Looks pretty good, and already the aroma is filling the room. It's packing a punch in aroma, but let's unpack what that aroma is all about. It's New Zealand hop aroma, that's what it is. You've got quite a lot of sort of that onion savoury sort of note. That's a big sort of big smell. Big smell, does that make sense? It's a big fragrant aroma basically. And that's mixed with sort of lemongrass, that sort of Asian Thai sort of cooking aroma. There's gooseberry and there's grape in here. There's no Nelson Sauvin in this though, is there? Did I mention Nelson Sauvin? No, I mean Riwaka and Raquel, which obviously you know, Nectaron, New Zealand Cascade. Yeah, but there's almost like very sort of Nelson sort of aroma here, but there is that sort of peppery, very big savoury note. I've just topped it up. It still looks incredible in the glass. So let's see if it tastes as incredible as it looks. Cheers, everyone. That is a very, very good beer. 6%. I mean, okay, 6% is not a low ABV. But sometimes when you're getting closer to the 5, right, 6, sometimes a little bit of compromise. It can be a flavour, can be in body, but this has got both of them. Finally, a recent beer with a really good body. It's soft, it's smooth, but it's got that sort of oily, velvety sort of mouthfeel that sort of just glides down. It's not light, it's not too fizzy or carbonated. It's spot on. It's exactly what you want from a New Zealand, well, from a New England IPA, I should say. Flavour, there's a massive hop bill in this, and the flavour is very intense. So you're getting a lot of the flavours that you'd expect. You're getting gooseberry, a little bit of grape in there, melon, but then you were getting some real sort of lemongrass, grassy, almost I wouldn't say piney is not the right word, but there's a real sort of, I suppose, almost dankness in flavour, but there's enough brightness in the flavour so it's balanced. We've had beers recently that have got a real dankness to them, and they lose a little bit of that sort of lightness of citrus flavour and bite, really. But this has got it in there. So you're getting your normal limes, lemons, grapefruit, obviously, but you're getting a lot of the gooseberry. There's all this. The flavour that New Zealand hops bring is very much slightly savoury, grape, guava, all of that sort of stuff. Maybe a little bit of, well, not a little bit, quite a bit of melon as well. That sort of funkiness, I think, that melon gives. And it's definitely got this in this beer. But it's smooth, and there's such a flavour of bite. It's that, I reckon it's that hop Kiev again. And it's got, we got two types of hop Kiev. Yeah, Riwaka hop Kiev. Yeah, Riwaka hop Kiev, and that is, there's an intensity of flavour with that. You're getting the sort of Riwaka sort of flavours, that little pepperiness and the sort of New Zealand mixture. But it seems more amped up, almost the sort of flavour that you would get with a good double IPA. And I think it's just obviously hops, and the amount of hops that have gone into this is pretty incredible. Yeah. And obviously T90, Raquel T90, Cascade T90, Nectaron T90. So that T90 is probably another intense version of the hops as well, making the flavour really good. I think this is one of the best beers that I've had from Sure Shot Overtone. I mean, I've had some good beers from them, but the flavour of this is incredible. For 6%, and this beer as well, there's a lot of flavour going into this. And when you think of it compared with some other beers I've had recently, I think that this beer as well was pretty reasonably priced. I'll check that just in case I'm talking absolute rubbish. Yeah, under a fiver. And I say the flavour of this, if you drank this and didn't know what it was, that intensity of flavour, the smoothness of body, you're going to be thinking, this is a double IPA. Again, a lot of hop flavour as well. And with that hop flavour, you get a slight warmth. It's the best way to describe it. And you know, because this is 6%, so it's not for what the beers that people I'm sure used to drinking 8% double IPAs. It's not alcohol, so it's hoppiness, almost hop burn, giving that warmth. And that's because there's lots and lots of hops in this beer. Not just the different types, but I think the volume of hops as well is pretty high. But it's a winner for me. Curse these metal hands. Anything with metal in the title is going to be good, isn't it? Of course it is. It's the heaviest of heavy metal, this beer. Overtone, Sure Shot, a match made in heaven. North, and further north, I should say. It's a great combination. But let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Curse These Metal Hands. This is a double dry hopped IPA, and it's only 6%, but the flavour is intense and it's incredible, in fact. So let's go through the scores. This is going to be a good high scorer. Starting with aroma, appearance, the all-important flavour, value for money. As I said, £5, lots of hops, pretty good value. And finally, my overall experience. Well, we tot the scores up. We have got the heaviest of heavy metal. It's an Iron Maiden of craft beer. Total score, 82. Yeah, that's a highly recommended beer and definitely one you should be looking out for. But Sure Shot make great beers. Overtone make great beers. So put them together, you've got to expect a great beer. And this definitely is there. I've not had as many Sure Shot. I mean, obviously this is a Sure Shot led beer brew, but because of the artwork is obviously Sure Shot. And I've had a few recently that have been good, but not blown my socks off. And I have had when I first started drinking a couple of Sure Shots, they were really, really good. And I wonder whether it was just I just don't have enough of them. But this shows me that Sure Shot are one of the top breweries in the UK, and you know, maybe not the top brewery in Manchester, which they are based in, but certainly up there with some good ones like the Cloudwater and Track. They are probably playing third place to those two, but still an incredibly good beer and a good brewery. So definitely check them out. So that's it for today. Highly recommended beer is always a good thing to end the video on. Please like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And until the next one, you know what you do. Drink good craft beer and keep on rocking.